Hey, John and Stanton, you should be in good shape tomorrow, John. It's probably nothing you do not know, but Stanton, I'll give you a quick rundown and feel free to call me if you have any questions. Okay, starting with the port side deck, I put some old sheets out here. I figured you're probably gonna have a lot of contractors on and off and it's been kind of rainy, but I'll film and put them in your cockpit tonight. So everything's good to go. The tender, it's a great little tender. The unfortunate part is it does show some sign of UV and it has a tiny little air leak. I mean, such a small air leak. If you don't put any pressure on it, it doesn't leak. Like, for instance, this is just a piece of tape and it's not leaking. I imagine if you put a load on it, it would leak. And I never did hear back from Bob McCann. But that X is where the pinhole is. And this is just an engineering flaw, in my opinion. I stuffed it with a wash mitt, but that's going to rub the hype line and put a shape mark on your tender. And she's lashed. I didn't know if you were going to go sailing or not, but I put some extra lines on it in case you are and you want to lash it from slamming back and forth. And the battery switch for the tender is underneath that helm seat. And the keys for the tender are in your nav station. And from what I understand, the slave for the VHF, from what I was told, it needs to be reprogrammed. It's lost its network connection. That's an easy fix. If you want me to do it, I'll be glad to. Or if you want to put the onus on Denison, that's fine with me too. But there's the master for the VHF, and there's the remote for the autopilot, both in the cradle and charging. So John, it looks like you have the cone nut zincs for your SD60s. So in lieu of what I ordered today, I assume we need the donut collar type zincs that pair right after the propeller and in between the cell drive. That's pretty much it, John. That's kind of how like you left it. We did get a wash. You can see the birds have already hit it. And let me show you one more trick. So if you don't orient the key just like that, not sure we can see it, but just like that, it's going to be a bear to open. But the code's still 1515. And I left my tool in case you wanted to make more fender whips and some just cleaning supplies. I wasn't sure if you were bringing some, John, but there's some boat soap and some distilled vinegar you can dilute with water, and some 303 you may want to rub on that hypoline, and a chamois, a deck brush, just miscellaneous stuff. But other than that, you have a beautiful boat. Sorry, two more things. I love these fenders because they're so light. And this sock is almost like a diaper material. It's not going to chafe, but I guess we're going to have to stagger them. Maybe play with them while I'm gone so they offer the best protection. And however y'all set them, I'll make sure they're always set like that. But depending on the tide, that's where the impact of the fender is going to take. Like for instance, you can see how high this one is. When the tide drops, the boat's resting on it. And last thing, Stanton, if you look in the back of my car, you'll find a pair of bolt cutters. No one seems to know where the padlock is for the outboard. I don't know if you want to just use the bolt cutter, snap it, and put your own padlock on the outboard. That's it. Easy peasy.